Tokyo, Japan. My name is Gary Verheller, and I'll be your host for what we call the Substance of Living podcast. Today, we'll look at what we call life's lessons. And I hope this will provide you with some insight, maybe even some inspiration to life's challenges. Today's episode is episode 13, and it's on how to handle stress. Seems rather appropriate, 13 and stress, two things that people dislike. So this is how to handle stress. I've learned this being a scuba diving instructor. I've learned it as a counselor and going through training there. I've also learned it in skydiving with the U.S. Navy SEALs. And I've learned it generally in life. And there's 4 things that you need to do. The first step is stop. When people are under stress, when they're facing a dangerous situation, they can start moving around and they're getting jerky and they're failing to really attune to what they need to attune to. And as a result, they can get themselves in further danger. Rather than do that, you need to stop first. For example, if I'm working with a student in scuba diving and we're underwater. Now, underwater, people's lives are in danger. And many times, particularly new students, they will panic a little bit. And what I would do is I would grab them by their vest, it's called a BCD, and bring them close to me and say, stop. And I've already told them on the shore what I was going to do if they panicked. So they knew this was coming. So the first one is stop. Get them to stop moving, stop flailing about, just stop. Stop. Second is breathe. And this is important because when people get under stress or they're panicked, they start panting. And that can also put even more stress on your body and therefore more stress emotionally as well. So stop. Breathe, take a deep breath. And here's the secret to deep breathing. It's not the deep breath in, it's a long, slow, relaxed exhale. Stop, breathe. The third is think. And you think about answering the question, what do I need to do right now, in this moment, right now? And because you've stopped, because you've taken a deep breath, you can focus and you can answer that question. Stop, breathe, think, act is number 4. And this has worked for me. For example, the last time I went skydiving, my parachute was a tight pack. And I came in to pull my ripcord, and I couldn't get my ripcord out. And I was tumbling in the air. My parachute wouldn't open. I literally thought I was going to die. And then I got angry and said, no, I'm not gonna just give up like this. If I'm gonna die, I'm gonna go out fighting. So I came in with both hands and was able to rip my ripcord out of its housing, threw it away. My parachute ended up twisting the lines all the way up in a little poof of a canopy. And I looked up and I thought, oh boy. So I thought, what can I do? Well, I can cut away and use my emergency chute, or I can try to work with this one. Each time I stopped, I took a breath and I thought, what can I do here? So I thought, I'll work with this one. And I did it. And when I did, it knocked me out. When I came to, I was going right towards a hill. And I was able to maneuver myself to be able to survive. So I used stop, breathe, think, act. Another time, when I was a liquor store manager, there was trouble in the parking lot. This was on a Saturday night. And there were some bad guys out in the parking lot who had come in to buy alcohol in our liquor store. And I looked around, my friend wasn't there. He was delivering a keg on a two-wheel dolly to a customer's car. So when we realized the bad guys were out there, I went running out. And one of the guys pulled a gun and pointed it at me and said, I'm going to kill you. And I stopped. I said, wait. And I started backing up, breathing the whole time, saying, you don't want to do this, the police are on their way, we don't want to ruin your Saturday night, just go on about your business. And I was able to get inside. Stop, breathe, think, act. And it can work with something as simple as giving a presentation, going up to the podium, putting your papers down. Good afternoon. Just that simple. So, stop, breathe, think, act. I hope that helps. Thanks. Thank you for joining us today for the Substance of Living podcast. If you'd be kind enough to consider subscribing, you can contact us through Spotify or Apple Podcasts or connect on Twitter. Join us again next time for what I hope will help you navigate life.